And now for the starting lineups of tonight's game. For the Danville Bears, at number 12, Olivia Bauer. Number 13, Macy Wagner. Number 14, Amy Stucker. Number 22, Elena Gurley. And number 23, Riley Whittick. And now, your West Central Heat. Number 0, Leah Clausen. Number 2, Addison Burrell. Number 3, senior Regan Schaefer. At number 5, our senior Lady Blossing. And our senior number 11, Grace Sunny.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we get set for the second matchup today, as the Varsity girls take on the Danville Bears. Kind of a three-peat here against the Bears. Sort of a three-headed monster going up against these Bears. That is Wyatt Reed with me, forgetting he has a headset on, and I kind of teed him up there to say something.
My bad. I'm running the camera here too, so I was distracted.
Bears will take it as it's going to start with an over and back, right back.
What happens when you have me multitask? But you know what? I'm okay with it here. Beautiful day for basketball.
Multitasking, that's like your job doing all of these things.
You're telling me. You're telling me. It's all I do on a regular basis.
Heat will start out with the ball after the over and back from the tip. Looks like the Bears will be out there in the blue with black accent as opposed to the blue and white accent of the JV boys uniforms. Much prefer these ones. Kind of has some shoulder strap looking to it.
Those are sharp uniforms right there, I will say.
And I say both teams improved uniforms as the bottom cuffs on the legs. Up for two. Grace Seitz can't get it, but she'll have the foul. 2 shots coming up. Nice little lob inside. We'll see who they charge the foul to. No.
Well, they called a foul on West Central. Or they just called a turnover.
It was a violation. Turnover there.
All right.
And that's what happens when you start talking and not seeing, apparently. Underneath the basket. Can't get that one. Second chance opportunity falls for the Bears. That's number 22, Elena Gorley, for 2. Skip pass all the way down. Reese with the ball. Regan. Now right side to foul. 2 coming up. This one will be charged to number 5, Lainey Klossing. Her first, team first, to start out the matchup.
Well, you get both these teams out there on the floor here. You can just see the size differential here for Danville. So it's going to be something that West Central has to deal with during this ball game, but kind of to be expected, as we said during the boys game, during the late session of the boys game. The Danville Bears, one of the better teams in the state of Iowa on the girls' side. So excited to see this team do battle here today.
First one falls for Olivia Bauer at the line. Her second will roll in as well, 2 for 2, as they will press out of the foul shots. Klossing with the ball. Swings it down, but it's going to be stolen away by the Bears. They'll pick up the ball. It's Macy Wagner with the ball. Looking inside. Picks it up once again. Looking to get it into the block. They do. But goes out of bounds. Back to the Heat. Looks like they just picked it up a little bit too low.
Yeah, both teams playing some good defense here in the early going, forcing a couple of turnovers per side.
Schaefer will take the ball out. Picks up her dribble. Has to get it right back to Regan. And they get it out. Right back for Schaefer. Just misses. 2-on-1 situation. Pass down low to No. Second chance. That one too low. Picks up the rebound while standing up and gets the assist. That's Bauer 2 for Amy Stuker.
Boy, that is this team likes to fly up and down the floor here. Danville gonna be tough to slow them down here. They get the ball and they are flying down the floor.
6-0. Laney Klossing with the ball. That'll be a foul. Charged to Elena Gorley. Her first, team first. They'll take it out here in front of the Bears bench. Picks up dribble, finds corner, looking down low for Grace. Has to get it back out for Klossing. And a double dribble called. It'll be back to the Bears after the turnover. Set to come into the game for the Bears, number 24. That's Claire Montgomery. You know, and you're talking about being one of the better teams. You're one of the better teams without many numbers.
Yeah.
As I believe they're running 8 right now today.
Yeah, they don't have a JV squad, so it's nice play there inside, getting the open look. But, yeah, they don't have a JV squad. They kind of run everybody out there, and even in blowout games, they've had an issue where they can't take all their players off the floor because you got to have 5 players out there.
Stuker for 2. They'll call out of bounds back to the Heat. Schaefer will take the ball out. That'll find Klossing to get it across half court. Set for 3. No. Looked good, but it just didn't fall. She tries for I believe was looking for a steal, but couldn't get it. It'll be a blocking foul.
Got a little contact, couple players on the floor there.
Charge to Addison Burrell. Her first, team second. Looking to switch out into the game. Macy Wagner, she'll switch with Elena Gorley. 5:01 to go in the first. Gets it on the elbow, swings it right side, back down. Movement to the left now. No defender around, but can't get the 3. Just too far under the basket for the shot attempt, and that will be a fast break for the right side. Laney going to hold off, bring it back out. That's a good decision. Sets up a 3 for Schaefer. No. And then the foul. That'll be charged to Grace Seitz. Her first, team third on the rebound.
Boy, West Central's getting some open looks, but just haven't been able to get one to fall here, trailing 8-0 in the early going.
Gorley back into the game as they do switch him out pretty frequently with 4:31 to go into the first.
Yeah, got to keep your legs fresh with only 8 players on your roster.
Out of bounds, right back to West Central. They're getting stops, getting turnovers, just need to
and they're running
get
good,
something
like I said,
inside.
They're running that good offense, too. They're getting open looks in the perimeter. That'll open up the inside game here, but they just got to get those shots to start falling.
Right side as she could have been called for an offensive foul there. Swings to the left side for 3. No. Rebounded by Elena Gorley. Fast break, open 2. Layup, no. Second chance, no. Third chance, they'll bring it back out for a 3. That one will fall. Claire Montgomery hits the 3.
What do they say, third time's a charm? That was the case there. Great boxing out and great rebounding for the Bears, giving their team second and even third chances.
We'll have a foul. Olivia Bauer will pick up her first, team second, as Bailey Halbrick comes into the game. As she'll switch out with number 14, Amy Stuker. 11-0, 3:42 remaining here in the first. Left side, we'll swing it back up top for Klossing. A long 2. Too high off the backboard. Gets her own rebound. And will roll right side. Looks for a screen. Gets it. Goes for three. Blocked. And it'll go out of bounds. Stays with the West Central Heat.
What a block right there on that three-point basket. Don't see those a lot, but those are always exciting when they happen.
Pass in for Schaefer. Schaefer back up top. Looking. Gotta put it up when you're that close. Still pull it out for three. No. Rebounded by Bauer. Bauer will be pushed out of bounds. It'll be back for the Heat.
Well, Kenny, and I agree with you. You gotta put those shots up. Even if you don't make them, you may have the chance to draw a foul, and that's kind of what I said in the JV game, where you just want to be aggressive. Get those foul numbers up. That's the way you're going to beat a team of only 8 players. Get them in foul trouble.
3:10 to go. Schaefer. They're looking to get it inside on that post-up. Grace is there looking some high-low. Too far into the basket. They'll have to pull it back out. It's going to be a tip. Beats out the Heat and then pushed out of bounds. Ooh, hits the side. It'll be, well, we'll see if they call the foul. And do they do? They do. It'll be charged to Regan Schaefer. Her first, team fourth. And a timeout taken by the Heat. So we'll take a timeout as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Bears will have it underneath the basket, gets it in, swings it towards the left side with 2:48 to go. 3 falls for Kylie Lloyd.
And that's all thanks to the inside game working so well for Danville. That opens up the perimeter, and they were able to get the 3 basket there.
Inside pass going to be tipped out by Danville. Stays with West Central.
I mean, you're definitely seeing why this is a special team in the state of Iowa and can certainly make a deep run. They're long, they're fast, and they don't care that they only got 8 players. They will fly up and down the floor and wear you down, even though you may have more players.
Casey Henry into the game, switching out with Regan Schaefer. Henry backing down. They'll get it to her. Swing right back for 3. No, off the front iron. Rebounded by Claire. Danville back up. They'll take the 3. Just misses off the left side. Had all the time in the world to set that one up. And they'll pass right back. With 2:01 to go here in the first. Boy, it doesn't feel like it's already been this long in the game. It feels like the game still just started.
Yeah, only just a couple of fouls.
Casey Henry, no shot. It'll be a travel.
Yeah, no, not a lot of fouls in this game, so the pace certainly moving pretty quickly.
Into the game, number 25, Brinley Wagon. .146 to go. Here in the first, down low. It's going to be tipped up and back to the West Central Heat. 14-0, still looking for their first shot. They will press. West Central still gets it across half court. Trying to get around the defenders. It's on the ground. Picked up by Danville. Fast break left side. 2 That one will fall for Elena Gorley. 118 Heat. Laney with the ball gets it in to Henry. Right back to her. Little give and go. Down, tipped, and right back to the Bears as Casey will pick up her first, team 5th. So we'll have 2 shots coming up as the Bears will be in the bonus. 1:05 to go here in the first. 2 shots coming up. We'll see who they give them to. It'll be for Elena Gorley. Of course, that's not 4. That's 22. And just mouth working longer than, my head can keep up.
Yes, sir.
First one will fall. Substitutions coming into the game as Kylie Lloyd alongside Amy Stuker into the game as well. I believe Addison. No, it is number 15. And my roster does not have a number 15 on it. I'll get that to you guys right after this.
Another offensive rebound for Danville. Giving him
Sets
another
up
chance.
and another foul. This one will be Henry's second. And he'll have 2 more shots at the line.
And the rebounding has just been the X factor here so far. On the defensive side, it's one and done for West Central. And on the offensive side, getting 3 or 4 chances at the basket, you're going to have a pretty good chance to win when you can do both of those things well.
First one falls for Brindley into the game. Regan Schaefer switching out with number 2, Addison Burrell. Second up for Brindley. Can't get that one, but another offensive rebound for the Bears. As they'll get it right side with 50 seconds to go. And another foul from Henry, her 3rd of the quarter.
We jinxed it when we said that this quarter was moving quickly here. No fouls, and here we are. We picked up several fouls the last couple of minutes.
They'll have 2.
Man, if I learned anything about the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, it's never, ever mentioned that anything like that, because immediately things will change.
First one's up, and that'll fall for Elena. It's like Lainey Clausen was there talking to their referee real quick. This one, Devin Raleigh, like always around here. His second will fall for Eleni. It's funny, there's one game, he walks right past me, looks and goes, "Hey, do you just do all these Southeastern games now? I only see you ever here, blah, blah, blah." And I'm looking at him like, I am in the middle of a live read. Like, come on, man.
That's always fun, though. Getting that interaction with the fan bases. I have it happen from time to time. People will come up and want to give an announcement or something like that while I'm on at Abingdon. It's like, what are we doing?
And boy, they got to take a trip all the way up there if they want to get to you and Abingdon.
They do. Got to come to the crow's nest. Make you earn it.
Crossed half court. That is one bad thing about me living in Carthage now. Haven't been able to get an Abington game in for a while.
They'll
Underneath for 2.
Weeks.
No. Second coming up. No, they're swinging it over to the left side with 15 seconds left. Down low. Just making the entire team shift their zones. High up. It'll be rebounded by the Heat. Clausen with the ball. 3 seconds. She's got to throw it up. Passes it over for 3. Schaefer. No. So at the end of 1-20-0, your score. We'll be back right after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as we get set for the second quarter. 20-0 your score as the Danville Bears lead the West Central Heat. We'll roll to the left side for the Bears. That's Montgomery with the ball. Back around from Sewell. Shot will not be able to hit. Back to the Heat. That's the players for Danville. That's Habrick alongside Macy Wagner. Getting it to the right side for the West Central Heat. Burrell in for Schaefer. Fighting down low is number 1, Olivia Price. High pass on the ground. It'll go out of bounds and back to the Bears. As Leah Klossing is also out there with number 15, Haley Menace. Set for the Bears, trying to find an inside look. We'll get it down low, skip pass high up. Just moving around, another high pass. Making the zones shift even faster. Now left side. This time up for 3, falls for Macy Wagner. 23, no, stolen away. Right side for 2, falls for Lena Gorley. Klossing gets it across half court. Looking for a screen, gets it, and a push will be called. Charge to number 24, Claire Montgomery. Her first, team first.
And something that, I just now thought about, Danville, they play in the state of Iowa. They have shot clocks in the state of Iowa, so
that is true.
They don't have to worry about the shot clock. So that last offensive possession, they were moving the ball around for a good long time. And they don't have to worry about a shot clock here in the state of Illinois.
One thing that I think will probably come sooner rather than later.
Next year, state of Illinois. Mm-hmm. Hallelujah.
That's within my opinion as well. It'll be a jump ball, stays with the Heat.
Yeah, I went to a game Thursday night for work and saw a girls' game
like this
in Burlington High School, and they had the shot clock, and I'm like, oh, what a refreshing scene.
Stolen away, Danville, left side. Has fast break, passes it down low, but it'll be a jump ball on the ground, staying with the Bears.
And everybody's got their opinions about the shot clock and everything like that, but it'll create better basketball in the end. It'll take a little adjusting, don't get me wrong.
It's one of those
growing period will take a little while, but it'll end up in really good basketball here in the future.
It's one of those things where a lot of the opinions that you hear as that'll be a foul on the ground. Charge to number 1, Olivia Price. That'll be her first, team first. The ones that I hear in opposition of the shot clock boils down to, well, I just don't want to do it.
Right.
And every time I hear that, I was like, well, okay, cool, you don't care. Underneath the basket, puts it up for 2. Not going to go, but they'll swing it back out for Wagner. Another high ball's going to be a foul for Burrell, her second, team second.
And the argument that I've always heard against it is, it'll create bad shots. And I'm like, if you can't create a good shot in 30, 35 seconds, then that's a coaching problem.
And an extra 5 isn't going to do it.
Yeah, 35, 40, however long you want to give it, just give them a time frame to get a ball up in the air. I've seen too many games when I was down in Oklahoma. I saw a team hold the ball almost an entire quarter, at least the last 3.5 minutes of a quarter. Didn't even take a shot.
Good Lord.
We don't want that. And it was a battle between 2 ranked teams in the state.
Set for 3. No, it'll be tipped up, and Heat will come up with the rebound. Leah Klossing, it'll be pushed out of bounds. We'll see. It'll be charged to Macy Wagner, her first, team third. You know, it reminds me a lot of, now this is going to sound really redneck to me, a lot of the rules changes that are around NASCAR.
Yeah.
Every single year, no matter what, somebody's going to sit and complain because, oh, we don't need it.
Yeah.
We don't need it. Or we just feel it'll be better. As that's going to be stolen away. Left side looks to put it up and in. No. Travel beforehand. Back to the Bears. As
everybody's always scared of change until they realize how good the change actually is. And like I said, Illinois basketball, it has been this way for a long time. We get it. But let's create more possessions. Let's have some more. It'll create closer games. Nice play there inside.
2 for Wagner.
It'll create those close games, though, and it'll be good in the end. People will see. Another steal for Danville. Here they come. Oh, nice block there.
And that'll be 2 shots coming up.
What a sequence right there for West Central. You know, you're down as big as you are here in the first half, but you got a block there on one shot and then strip the ball away on the next sequence. Take the ball down, get a foul, and score your first points of the ball game.
Handle it both. On the elbow, back up top. 4 minutes remaining now in this first half. Bears with the ball. They'll roll now right side, looking in on the block, and they'll be pushed from behind. They'll be charged to Leah Klossing, her first, team third. 27-2. Set 3 right there. Can't get it. And they'll get it inside, trying to get defense on it. And the foul. Bauer set for another shot. It'll be charged to Regan Schaefer, her second.
That's that second chance opportunity there that created that opportunity for Danville. Just another extra possession and the bucket good and the foul.
There we go. I was ahead of the scoreboard. 3, can't get it. Second opportunity for the Heat. Falls. Olivia Price. Back up top for the Bears. That's going to be stolen away. That time by Manis. 3:08 to go. Looking at fouls, Leah Klossing has 1 for Price, 2 for Burrell, 2 for Schaefer, 1 for Laney, 1 for Grace, 3 for Casey Henry. So the Heat sharing the load when it comes to fouls is pretty much everybody except for Manis has a foul who's gotten in. Line change for the Bears, as we've got Haley Hubrick out there with Olivia Bauer alongside Violet Stoll. Also Elena Gorley and 24, Claire Montgomery. There we go. Underneath the basket, couldn't get it. Rebounded by Regan Schaefer. Tipped, and we'll see who the last touched it out by. It will be Schaefer. Back to the Bears. Substitutions coming in for the Heat. Grace Sites back into the game. Evelyn Goebel in as well. And number 5, Lainey Klossing. We'll switch out with Leah Klossing, Regan Schaefer, and Rice. .225. Bears with the ball, looking inside, back out, 3. No. Second chance opportunity, though. That one falls. And it's not just with the rebounding, it's the lack of boxing out at all.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to box out. You got to make sure you get the better positioning. And again, when you're playing against a Danville team that has the size advantage on you, that's easier said than done. But sometimes it's not about size; it's about
That's the
fight.
only way to beat size is you got to get somebody out of the way.
Exactly. Got to push them out of the way. Do it without fouling.
2 minutes left, 32-4. Looking down, it's going to be tipped. Bears fighting for it. Ball's on the ground, looking for a foul. There, they finally get it.
Well, you're seeing here with Danville, it's just, West Central offensively, they can't even complete a normal pass that you're used to completing. And I say it all the time in my broadcasts that I do. It's always tip passes. They just mess with the head of your opponents, and you just saw another one right there. Got to try it again. A little frustration starts to build in. It may not always end up in a steal or a turnover, but it frustrates your opponent more than you can believe.
Looking to get it in, and they do. Picked up by Addison Burrell. 1:44 to go. Here, left side. High up. They'll swing it right side. Looking for cuts. Has to come back up. Right side, set 3. Just rolls out and rebounded by Montgomery. 2-on-1 down low. Left side puts it up. And Gorley gets another 2. As they'll stop the clock.
Subs add just to tie the shoe, I believe. Player needing to tie their shoe, number 5 there for Danville.
1:13 to go. As you can see, another one of the varsity players running past. Tipped up. It'll be Gorley for 2, and she'll be fouled. So 2 more shots at the line for Elena.
Hey, Gorley is really impressing me here. Just the way she's able to jump those passing lanes. She's been doing it all game long here. Making life absolutely miserable here for West Central.
Grace picks up her second, team 5th, so the Bears will be back in the bonus. Into the game, Regan Schaefer. She'll switch out with Goebel. Second shot for Gorley. Can't get that one to go. 13 points for her today. 1 minute to go in the half. 34-4. Schaefer sets for 3. No, it's going to be rebounded that time by Bauer. 45. Montgomery back out to Bauer. They'll get it to her inside. Able to save it. Montgomery will be able to get the pass in. Swinging it around back up top. Set for 2, and the foul. No, it'll just be the 2 shots.
Good ball movement on that possession right there for the Bears. Moving it all over the place.
Schaefer will pick up her 3rd.
Trying to wear down this West Central team here.
First one will fall. Set for her 2nd. 26 seconds to go in the half. Can't get the second one. Gets her own rebound. As it'll be swung across in the crowd. Back to West Central with 21.7 to go.
West Central's had some good possessions here the last couple of trips down the floor here. Just try to get a little bit of confidence going into the halftime break. Obviously, a big deficit, but you'd like to see something go in here and just give you a little bit of confidence.
It's going to be tipped off and picked back up by Regan. Regan will chuck. Can't get it, as that'll be the end of the second quarter. 35-4 your score as the Bears lead. We'll take a break and be back here for the third quarter on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're at halftime. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital. Our guest, MDH President and Chief Executive Officer Bill Murdoch. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here.
If you're looking at your job and trying to summarize what it's like to be a CEO at a hospital in West Central Illinois, I think it was one word that keeps coming to mind is nonstop.
That is correct.
How would you describe your job just using nonstop?
Well, I think nonstop because we're daily facing a lot of challenges in healthcare right now. And not only here at MDH, but our competitors and everybody in the region is struggling with rural healthcare right now.
But not just locally, but also nationally, too, the challenges that I think we face as a small rural community hospital. There's a lot of similarities as far as the challenges that we would face, but also that others would face, that you really got to keep your attention focused on.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only are we watching what current regulations are going to affect, but we're trying to get out front of that and try to help shape some of that policy out there for our rural partners.
Now, we don't want to just say there's challenges, but I think we're also trying to be proactive, too, and trying to have a positive approach. Looking at recruiting, let's use that for an example. We've talked about before where you get whether it's a physician, a nurse practitioner, any staff member, clinical staff, get them here on campus. One of the positives, we think we can sell them and know we can sell them on culture here at MDH.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Once we get them here to MDH, they take a walk around the campus. They visit with a lot of our staff. Even community members are a big advocate for MDH. So yes, culture is a big thing for potential candidates that come in and take a look at us.
When you're talking recruitment too, and it's not just your staff members who are out of college, done with their education, who are having to start earlier and earlier in that process, even going down to the high school, just to educate students to show, hey, there's a lot of really good jobs available in healthcare right now.
Right. Yeah. Not only are we trying to recruit for today to fill a lot of vacancies, but we're going deep, like you say, into the school system to recruit the next generation of caregivers for our local hospital.
Well, just as a reminder for our viewers, when you're looking at the staff members and those who have medical privileges at MDH, start with Dr. Tim Biagini. Dr. Biagini is born and raised in Macomb. You got Dr. Michael Waters, representing Fulton County, VIT area. You've got Dr. Olivia White, Warsaw and Hancock County. Mm-hmm. But you also have Dr. Mary Kathleen Lockard, Bushnell-Prairie City and McDonough County.
Yeah, excellent physicians and providers. They do a great job for us here at MDH. And like you say, they're homegrown. They're very passionate and compassionate with all of our patients to make sure they get the best possible patient care here at MDH.
And those are just a few of the staff members. I know we have more with ties, not just in McDonough County, but surrounding West Central Illinois region. They can also help to sell about the quality of life here in West Central Illinois, because I really think that you get somebody coming from out of state and they're like, do we really want to live in a rural area? They come here, they experience Macomb, and they know this is a place where I would want to move and help raise a family.
Yeah, and what we've started recently too, not only am I the primary recruiter, but also we've got a group of physicians, and the group of physicians that you mentioned too, Pat, they do a wonderful job selling that candidate on our healthcare that we have here. They just do a great job, and it makes my job so much more easier having them on board.
All right, let's stay talking about recruiting. Or any updates that you can share?
Yeah, we partnered with Carthage Hospital to recruit a orthopedic surgeon here, and he's coming sometime after the first part of the year. But that's kind of, we find out there's a lot of synergies if we work together and try to do those recruitment, and it looks appealing to the providers that are taking a look at us. So we're excited about that, and hopefully that partnership will continue on as we move forward.
And in orthopedic as well, we got another one coming on board following residency in 2027.
We do. Yep. We have Dr. Mitchell Parker is coming in 2027. Just spoke with him last week. He's super excited to get started here. He's got a lot of great ideas. I think he's just going to knock it out of the park here for us.
What are some other area of needs that you see the hospital when it comes to the recruitment?
Oh, we have a lot of needs really, Pat. Our primary focus is probably family practice, and then we do orthopedics after that. Orthopedics been a big void for us for some time. We're also trying to recruit another OB provider as well. So we got a lot we're working on right now.
A lot on the plate. Let's change gears a little bit, Bill. Let's talk about artificial intelligence, a lot that's been in the news, and I know something that you're really keeping a big focus on and reading the latest national news. How has AI, and even though we're only using it just a little bit right now, how has AI helped MDH?
Yeah, AI, yes, that's a very good question. AI's been very positive for MDH, and we're not looking at it as a replacement tool for the workforce. We're looking at it for a workflow, work process improvement, becoming more efficient, and the providers, they really love that technology. It helps them document better. We're using it heavily on the revenue cycle side because the insurance payers are using AI to deny claims, slow up claims, or just reject them altogether. So we're using AI on the front side to battle the big insurance carriers. So it's been very advantageous for us to implement AI, and I think we'll be very bullish on it going forward too. We're seeing a lot of other great products that are coming out. It is expensive, but there's also a lot of efficiencies that we pick up as well.
Even though you talk about the cost of it, if it can help with the operations side and pay for itself, essentially, that's something you really got to take a look at.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer if it pays for itself, and it's usually the payback's pretty reasonable. Time-wise to do that, so why not do it and just get more efficient at what you do.
Looking at the organization overall, if you are out in the community, and you do a lot out in the community, meeting with businesses, meeting with organizations and people, what are about 4 to 5 strengths that you see MDH being a leader in healthcare throughout West Central Illinois?
Oh, goodness, yeah. Of course, OB pops right to the top, right? So we're really the only OB provider within a 60-mile radius, and we want those babies to be born here. We have Dr. Tim Biagini, as you mentioned earlier, just a great resource, a gastro guy that does a lot of colonoscopies here in the community. Dr. Lockard, and we got Dr. Segura too. She's another young provider here for us that does a great job with pediatrics. Of course, Lockard's with pediatrics as well. Olivia White, she's an up-and-comer general surgeon that is just now getting her feet underneath her, and will do a great job for our patients.
And I would also throw in there, too, a lot of our specialty departments as well. I mean, with Dr. Sparks in ear, nose, and throat.
Yes.
We've got sports med and rehab, the community pharmacy, which opened in January of 2025, which really helped make 2025 an eventful year, but also a very busy year for everybody in the organization. Those are just a few of the other great supporting departments that help make the organization what it is.
Yeah, that's a great point, too. And then also add on to that, we got a new CT scanner, our second, so we have redundancy there. And then we also got the mammo machine that just came online here a few months ago that was supported by the hospital foundation. And then we have a DEXA scanner as well. So we have a lot of new great technology here, right here locally, that our patients can receive without going other places to get that care.
And another thing that you've really emphasized a lot, we're the ones that are here for the patients 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every day of the year.
That you're absolutely right. We're providing critical care to everybody 24/7, 365 days a year. When our competitors are closed, we are here to take care of their patients for them.
All right, before we close out, I got to ask you one final question. We have to ask this, I think, every time that we have an interview with you. How's your hunting been?
I really enjoyed the hunting, but my aim has really been off the charts terrible. So, and that's pretty much par for me. It makes for great stories, and my lies get even bigger when I miss a lot too. So, yeah, no, just got back from a pheasant hunt, had a great time out there. It was cold, but just a great group of guys that we go with out there, and just a lot of camaraderie that we really enjoy out there.
Well, good luck during the rest of the hunting season. We want to hear some more stories.
Yeah, about the time my aim gets better, then the season's over. So that's the way it goes every year.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Bill, thanks for joining us at halftime.
Thanks for having me.
Second half action returns after this timeout. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we get set for the second half in West Central High School. 35 for your score is. Okay, somehow the Bears added a bunch of points at half, apparently. While I was going through and clicking and changing things on our back end, apparently it was adding stuff to the scoreboard. I apologize for that. 7:47 as they get started. Bears will have the ball. Looking at halftime scores, 3 for Kylie Lloyd, 5 for Olivia Bauer, 5 for Macy Wagner, 4 for Amy Stuger, 3 for Claire Montgomery. 14 for Elena Gorley. Double dribble will be the call. Back to the Heat. And for the Heat, Olivia Price for 2 and Addison Burrell for 2.
How many did you say Gorley had in the first half?
14.
14. That seems a little low, to be honest with you. How much she was flying around the floor there in the first half.
Defensively, if I was able to keep assists and especially rebounds, it'd be a lot bigger.
Yeah, steals.
I tried that once this year. I thought, man, this is the year I'm going to lock in. I'm going to actually keep track of rebounds and assists. I should be able to. And then I started not even being able to keep track of fouls. And I go, all right, hold on, guys.
Yeah.
We'll roll back. That'll go out of bounds. Back to the Danville Bears.
Kudos to the people who can do stuff like that, like the official like stat keepers. I know that's usually like a 2 or 3 man crew for some of the TV crews, but there are people out there who can keep track of their own stuff on their lap, and it's like, okay.
It's not too bad when
you are a monster.
It's not too bad when you're just focusing on it, but man, doing that while checking, while trying to announce, while checking the scoreboard, while also making sure that everything's working right, as that'll go out of bounds, stays with Danville. It does get a bit much to keep going at a time. Out of bounds, taking it out will be Macy Wagner. It was like when I was still in high school, senior year, I had to be the statistician for it. Mainly, didn't have to write anything down. I had my buddy had a iPad that had a shot, chart out, and he just would click down who shot from where, and I was the one that had to tell him what an assist was, what counted as an offensive versus defensive rebound to a point. It was like, man, how did you get hooked up on this gig and you don't know anything about basketball?
Lying on the resume. Gotta love that.
That's going to be tipped in front, stolen away. Gorley again. She'll put it up for 2 and in.
This girl can play. This girl is special right there. Number 22 for Danville. Watch out, because she makes an impact. She's been making an impact all ball game long.
Picked up her dribble, gets it out to the right side. Burrell. She'll have to pass up high for Klossing. Stolen away by Stuger. And a steal right back for West Central. The Heat. Schaefer with the ball. Well, a little bit of an extra pass.
Surprised they let that one go.
Top of the key, looking for a screen. Picks up her dribble. That'll be a travel and back for the Bears. Into the game, number 14, Evelyn Goebel. Bears will have it. In the corner. They'll pass up on the elbow for 2. Bauer, no. Gets a rebound, but falls during. It'll be a travel and back for the Heat.
West Central in the first half was doing all right, and at least in the early part of the ball game where they were able to get some open shots. They didn't fall, unfortunately, and were shut out in the first quarter, but they were getting open looks, but I don't think they've had an open look since that first quarter. Danville has shut them down, and even though they've scored points since then, it has been just a defensive clinic for Danville over the last few minutes.
Left side corner for three. No. Rebounded by Gorley. And back up. Looking for a fast break. It'll be a over and back. Into the game, Olivia Price. For the Heat, she'll switch out with Haley Manis. Also coming back into the game, number 5, Violet Sowell. Switch it out with Amy Stuker. As there's one, we like to keep our chat as good as we can. However, it's always odd when we get somebody that really just wants to make it all about themselves. As one Dwayne Hewlett's in the chat.
Is he really?
Helping, cheering us on, talking about how much he does.
He does do a lot. I mean, kudos to our man Dwayne.
Speaking of Dwayne, as that'll be another 2 for Olivia Bauer. Going to be gone for a while. Long trip down south of Florida. A horrible time to go to Florida. I can't imagine why you'd want to miss out on Illinois at this point in time. It's snowing again outside.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
It looked like it stopped there for a few minutes.
3:51 on the block. No, but 2 coming up for Olivia Price.
And that's what West Central needs to do. Like I said, in the JV boys game, I just got to get inside, got to get easier shots and try to get fouls drawn and send your team to the free throw line. And that's exactly what they were able to do on this possession.
Charge to Violet Soul, her first, team first. Into the game, Leah Klossing alongside Claire Montgomery. Set for her second shot with 3:49 to go. That'll roll in. Trying to find someone to pass to. As
They get a timeout?
No, it's the Heat picked it up. I think everybody's
a little confusion, I think, on everybody's side.
Because the Heat made the shot and then picked it up.
I think the official accidentally told him white ball.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, why would you say anything?
You don't argue with the official, when they tell you it's your ball, you take it and you act like they meant to say that.
3:33 to go here in the third. 39-5 your score. Laney Klossing with the ball, picks it up, gets it into the right side with Burrell. Set for 2, sights, no. Tipped around, rebounded by Olivia Bauer. Bauer. Misses the first. As it'll go out of bounds, back to the Heat. Timeout taken, full timeout. So we'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MTH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Slide it back to make room for whatever you're storing. Or pull it forward and use it as an additional full-depth shelf. Make room for ingredients of all sizes.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 3:15 to go here in the third. 39-5. Taking it out underneath the basket will be Macy Wagner for the Danville Bears. After this matchup, we will have the normal 15-minute break, and then the varsity boys matchup between these two teams to finish the 3-game day here on Saturday.
Yeah, 3 games, Iowa versus Illinois. Good little battle that we've had here today.
I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like for this past year, a lot more Saturday games planned out in advance.
That might be an officials thing. I know there's a lot of shootouts happening on Saturdays, obviously, but it might also just be an official thing, being able to get some officials to games, and you can't get them until Saturday.
2:45 to go in the third. Inside, it's going to be tipped. Fighting for it. Stolen away. Olivia Price with the ball. And then a jump ball right after. Staying with the Bears. So we'll be right back to them with 2:40 to go in the third. So they'll set it back up and try it again. Right side gets it down on the block. Looking to a pass left. And more movement. It's a nice offensive set that they've had. Just keep everything moving.
Yep.
As it's going to be a wolf from behind. Burrell. Oh, excuse me. That's Gorley.
Going to be out of bounds, I think.
Gorley looks like she hit pretty hard fighting with Burrell to get that one.
I got hit right in the head, I think, there.
She's gonna have to go sit down. Coach is gonna come up and go check on her.
And with a player as good as that, as Gorley is, you just want to make sure she's protected. You know, you got the game well at hand right here with the score being the way it is. But, you want to make sure that she's good. Who knows how much we'll see of her the rest of this ball game, but hopefully everything's all right there.
Referees talking to him, say, hey, we got to get a full concussion protocol going on.
Yep. So that might be the end of the day for Gorley, which...
As that's going to be passed in for Klossing. Set for 3 on the corner. No. Rebounded by Bauer. And it's going to be on the ground once again. Fighting for it. And, oh my gosh. Able to hold up her head so it didn't hit. But another foul right there. It will be Heat with the ball.
Even if she was able to protect her head there, though, the neck, I feel like the neck, quickly as it snapped back on that one right there. Wow. Took it like a champ, though. She's still out there.
Burrell gets it across half court. 2 minutes to go in the third. Picks up her triple. Has to find someone to help. It's going to be stolen away. That's a steal right back for Klossing. Leah kind of looked like a block from the volleyball net. Perfect stop for the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Back to the Bears.
I don't know what her wingspan is for number 12 right there, but that is very impressive. She's probably not the first time, won't be the last time she's done something like that.
Regan back into the game, switching out with Lainey Klossing. Claire Montgomery will bring it across the court with 1:41 to go.
Those are some rocking shoes she's rocking here today. Been meaning to say that, but man, those things are bright.
On the ground, and oh my gosh, fighting for the ball. Shout out to any wrestling fans out there, as that was a almost picture-perfect Bret Hart reverse Russian leg sweep.
You were sitting on that one there, waiting to get a wrestling reference in, weren't you?
If you want me to start and actually plan it out, you have no idea what type of bag I can create. If I can get a master's degree with most of my papers being about wrestling, I can work in some references. Macy Wagner for 3.
I want, at one point this season, or maybe next year, maybe this is going to be your homework for the off season. We need you to do an entire game full of wrestling. Just nothing but wrestling references.
Have you seen me when I announce? I mean,
No, I mean like from the first whistle until the final buzzer, man.
It's
I want
stolen away.
wrestling the entire game.
Right side. That's going to go out of bounds. Stays with the Heat as they'll take it out underneath the basket. Out on the block. Foul called. They'll tee her up.
Wow.
Well, let's check to see who it was. Blue 13. It'll be Macy Wagner and Regan Schaefer. They'll cancel each other out, but 2 technicals called right back for pushing each other back and forth.
Yeah, and I think things have gotten a little ticky-tacky here the last couple of minutes. A little frustration on the West Central side. You can certainly understand it looking at the score the way it is, but
Goebel will come into the game as
got to keep composure.
Oh,
So double technical, nothing will happen, I don't believe. Just another foul on your stat sheet.
we'll switch out. Referee explained it to the coach there. It's like, hey, they're both pushing each other.
There was some pushing
They
and
both
shoving in
haven't
the-
stopped
the
no matter how
far
many times we
corner,
say
yeah.
it. They got to do something.
After the whistle, yeah. Understandable.
Underneath the basket, they'll take it out. West Central Heat with the ball. It'll be tipped out and right back to West Central. We'll see if they move where they take it out, or it'll be right there, same spot. Looking high up, they will. It'll be on Price with the ball. Blocking foul, 2 shots coming up. Charge to Claire Montgomery. Her second. They're trying to get the wrestling comments to come out for me. That's why they're pushing and shoving.
Yes. Make it happen, people.
First one misses. Price into the game. Hey, excuse me, Casey and Henry. She'll switch out with Grace Seitz. 49 seconds to go here in the third. Second shot coming up for Olivia. And a lane violation called. No shot. Back for the Bears.
It's been one of those days for West Central. You know, you run into these buzzsaws every now and then, and you just don't know what you're going to run into when you're playing a team from a different state. Danville comes up here from Iowa and just puts on a show here. And like I said, if you don't know the Danville Bears in Iowa basketball, you should. They got some special players. It's a well-coached team. This team's going to make a deep run come postseason time. I think they were a win or 2 away from going to state last year, if my memory serves me right. If my friends from Danville, who I know are watching, if you could let me know about that. I'm pretty sure they were a win or 2 away from going to state last year.
Can't get the 3, but a push called. 23 seconds remaining. We'll see. It'll be charged to Viola Zoll. Her second, team fourth. Let me double check to make sure I got the fouls called, as there's been a few there in quick succession.
Yeah, again, the game feeling a little chippy the last couple of minutes, so I think the officials have been doing a good job getting things under sorts here a little bit. The technicals and calling some fouls here, making sure everybody behaves.
Picked up, looks for the screen. Crossing, got to find someone. Pass in, but Price just couldn't get that one. Tipped out right back. Burrell, no. Just a split second too late, as that'll be the end of the third quarter. 42-5. We'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Set for the fourth quarter, 42-5 your score. As Clausing will get it across half court. Looking down, trying to box out, spins up two. No, it'll be fouled. Set for two shots will be Price. The blocking foul will be called to Amy Stuker. Her first, team first.
I did get confirmation from my Danville friends watching here today that even though she wasn't paying too close attention last year because her daughter wasn't on the team last year, but she was paying a little bit of attention. They were potentially one win away from going to state last year, Danville was. So we did get confirmation on that.
Mason McConnell into the game for the Heat. Second shot up. Not going to be able to fall. It'll be rebounded by the Bears. They'll come across, now right side. High pass up. Bears moving around, passing like a well-oiled machine. Looking down low, puts up for two. No. Tipped around. They'll keep possession, and it'll be out picked up by Macy. Lost in the regional championship to Regina Catholic. I believe
and their regional in Iowa is what I think the sectional is, or the super sectional is in the state of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Their regional, if you win your regional, you go to state.
Tipped and stolen away.
Whoa.
Has to swing it back. Puts up for two. Falls for Kylie Lloyd. Lloyd, the winner there on the little tag team move. Sets for three. That one rolls in. Addison Burrell for three. As can't keep a hold of it, it will stay with the Bears. Back into the game, number 5, Lainey Clausing.
Yeah, I remember my first year when I was in Iowa. I'm like, regional? And I grew up in Illinois, so I was used to regional being the first round of the playoffs. Regional was it. Win it, you're in. I was so confused for so many years.
Set for three. Oh, foul. We'll see what happens. They'll count it.
Wow.
So count the three.
And a foul away from the ball.
They'll charge McConnell with the foul. Her first, team first. So they'll count the foul, but no shot. They'll take it out on the side.
Yeah, a foul
away from the ball during the shot, so they'll say,
during the shot. So the basket's good, and I think they'll get possession.
Coach talking to him now to get clarification. Right side, back up top. Finds the corner, back in for two. Falls for Violet. That two falls for the Bears. Gets a screen. It'll be a charge. Offensive foul called to Lainey Clausing. 1:35 to go now. Spinning, gets it out after 2 defenders on her. Picks it up, sets for a jump ball, and it'll stay with the Bears. They started a jump ball with 2 Heat players picking up the ball. That kind of slowed it up enough so the Bears could come in to get a hand on it. And a timeout tickets. We'll take a timeout as well here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 49-7 your score. We were talking here at the break. Why you're looking forward to some UFC tonight.
Patty the Batty, they call him. Patty Pimblett going to be fighting tonight against Justin Gaethje.
Ooh, okay. You know, I like Patty and all, and he's a great talker. That's going to be an offensive foul. No shot. Back to the Heat.
Yeah, he's a chirper.
But
Justin Gaethje's one of the greatest.
A fighter.
He is. He doesn't take no guff off of nobody, so going to be a good one. The card's stacked, too, by the way. Not only that, I know Derek Lewis fights, one of my favorite fighters on the heavyweight division. Sean O'Malley fights tonight against Song Yadong. I mean, there's some good UFC fights tonight. And card gets underway, I think, about 9 o'clock. We'll see how Paramount Plus does on their first ever pay-per-view.
Well, I did hear
Actually, it's not pay-per-view, but still, it's their first time ever hosting it.
I did hear a few matches did have to get canceled.
Yeah.
Because of weight cut issues.
Yeah, the one guy passed out yesterday after he made weight, so he was good to go. Just needed to go get some water, and unfortunately did not. He passed out. It was a weird scene, and I think those are your 3 seniors for West Central checking out of the ball game.
As Grace Knights, Lainey Klossing, and Regan Schaefer.
Congratulations once again to our seniors on senior night.
2:05 to go here in the fourth. We'll have the varsity matchup for the boys on right after this one.
Classy move by the coach right there for West Central, calling that timeout, letting his 3 seniors check out together for one final time on your home floor. Pretty special moment there. It's a shame the game couldn't have been a little closer for your senior night, but your senior night festivities, but still. That's a special group of girls right there, and they've been through a lot. This team, just a few years back, you may remember West Central, they were competing for, deep runs in state. So they were a part of those teams.
Stolen away, fast break. Leah down low, left side for Price. 2. And if UFC is not your thing, later on tonight, Saturday night's main event on Peacock and NBC for the WWE. I have not watched a WWE event in forever, so I have no idea who's wrestling, as that's 3 up for the Bears.
All I know is John Cena's retired.
John Cena's last match has happened, indeed. Have my feelings on how they did that whole thing, but I'll leave that internet talk for later.
Save that for another time.
2 falls for Violet Soul.
By the way, congratulations to Illinois. Getting a huge win against Purdue today. Number 11 Illinois beating number 4 Purdue. Illinois going to be in the top 10 this next week.
Drives in for 2. No. Be the Bears who come down with it. Next weekend, Saturday night, is technically the second biggest night of wrestling, the Royal Rumble, as that'll be a foul. 2 shots coming up If you've never seen wrestling, that is the event to watch. As it is
That
the
and
most fun.
WrestleMania, I hear.
Royal
don't know
Rumble
much.
is just the most fun. WrestleMania has like the biggest matches and all, but man, there's just something fun about every 2 minutes a new wrestler comes out. You don't know what's going to happen.
Chaos. I love it.
Oh yeah. Anytime, living in college, had a lot of friends who like to watch UFC and like to call me a lot of words for watching fake wrestling. Get that and some
You know what?
extra stuff on a Saturday night, and boy, they were starting to like wrestling more. As that'll be the end of this one. 54-9 your score. We'll be back for the varsity matchup for the boys here in just about 15 minutes. Do you think we're mostly set to go on time? So
Should be.
I think it might be a little bit more. It might be closer to 20.
Yep.
We'll see.
15,
But we'll
20
have the
minutes.
stream up like always on a different part of the YouTube, and we'll see you then.